Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back. We are here for another banger evening of ESL Challenger League, Season 47, Mac, for Asia. It's Mac and Conky on your screens. We've been around the block a few times in this whole thing that's Asian Counter-Strike. How you doing, buddy?
Mate, I'm great. I'm ecstatic, actually. Happy to be here. Happy to talk Counter-Strike. Happy to be chilling with my good friend, the Conkenator. And look, we got a big game on the menu tonight. Last night's game went as expected. Atox took that two-map W, I guess we're going to call it. It's weird, man. The fact that it's still, the two best of ones back-to-back. It makes sense, but it's like, do you call it a best of two? Or do you say they got two wins? It's all the same thing at the end of the day. But tonight's games, I don't know if we're going to get a similar thing. We should on paper. It's LVGCSGO. They're one of the teams that are towards the top of the league. And, they are one of the teams that have represented their country recently as well overseas, doing some pretty decent jobs. Pretty decent job for China at the major and also for Asia. So I'm hoping that they continue to make a bit of a rise. The difference is, of course, what we have seen from them recently is not the same as what we've seen from Mongols as well, right? Mongols have been getting those EU boot camps, taking on some big EU names, and it feels like LVGCSGO, a lot of their runs through the major have not been the same. So here online, at least, they get to show off what they're capable of, and going up against a Mongolian team, I'd argue they're probably going to have a bit of a ping advantage. So we'll see how that game goes.
Absolutely, yeah. LVGCSGO, last year they were a bit of a team that did spend a bit of time in Europe, but this year, they've obviously had a bit of a slower start, but some good things, as I sort of said, beating out Greyhound, now FlyQuest to qualify for that major slot, looking good, giving China something to cheer about, as you did mention, Mac. And yeah, look, they've had a pretty solid result so far, obviously have played a few less matches than a bunch of others, and their competition in the Qube, it's going to be exciting to see how they sort of line it up. But yeah, look, it's a best of ones, obviously we do have the known repeat of the previous map, so we're always going to get something a little bit different. But you're right, Mongolia versus China again, ping diff, it's all fine. But I don't know, these nights are fun, they're always nice and easy. When it's best of ones, it can kind of sort of go either way in some of them, ultimately not requiring a best of three to tip it over the line.
Yeah, Atox right up there. Mongols still undefeated. LVGCSGO, I think their only loss might have been against Mongols. It might have been a match that they didn't show up to. You never bloody know. Because there's a lot of games. There is a lot of games that have been played and a few games that still need to be played. But we are surely and slowly ending the season here for ESL Challenger League. Season 47. Winners, of course, going to be able to make the playoffs. And the winner of that going to be able to, get a couple of dollary dues, find themselves at the next Pro League, which is pretty solid. Even though it is qualifying very early, we've seen a lot of roster shuffles coming off the back of the major, especially this week. There has been some big names from big teams disappearing. There's been coaches going everywhere. We got Stewie 2K back, man. We're living, what year is it? There's so many questions.
Yeah. He's trying to say he's so back, but, time will tell. We'll let that sort of roll. Yeah. Cold Zera's doing some things, it's just wild. But yeah, look, I think another really cool opportunity here, obviously, just in the sense that there's 2 slots to ESL Pro League Season 20, and getting back into Season 48. It's just like so many runs on the board, Mac, right? Being able to play these regular matches, keeping fresh, especially across such a broad segment of Asia as well, leaning out to Russia and things like that. So anyway, as I said, tonight's schedule, the Qube versus LVGCSGO. We've sort of already dived into it a little bit. So it's Mongolia. The Qube, I don't know, they're a team for me where it's like a lot of Sharpies, maybe a little bit of inexperience sort of along that line. But, being able to play up against some really solid competition, obviously Asia's back, baby. It's been improving. Definitely sort of, as you mentioned, seen that from the Mongols, who have been really, really clean. And yeah, LVGCSGO with, I suppose, a lot to prove. We want their success, right? Because ultimately, those teams getting out of Asia, getting into the other competitions, getting that more, getting extra time rather in Europe, and really sort of showing up and testing some of those teams, they bring that experience back to competitions like this and spread it around the rest of the teams.
Yeah, I feel like, if LVGCSGO lose this, there's something going wrong. But let's have a look at these teams head-to-head, right? You got Qube with some names that a couple of people aren't familiar with, and there's even a bit of a change-up from what I'm looking at on Liquipedia. Because I definitely remember casting Randy and Deadshot, but either they're not there, and we got Tugu in here? What's going on? I know Tugu.
I'm confused, but that's okay. We just sort of roll with it. It's like, you never know what you're going to get, right? Life's like a box of chocolates. The Qube is the exact same, we know. Yeah, I suppose that's happening heaps in some of these teams, just swapping between Rare Atom, obviously, they've had a few sort of changes there, and Tai Lu, the exact sort of same thing, having a different roster and then ultimately showing up to Chengdu with a different roster, and I don't know, it's so hard to keep up with. But anyway, Tugu, Sana, Clouden, Sonkmad, and Amo, so very good. And then obviously, Mac, as always, Linvision, really, really solid. We've seen their names now consistently for quite some time in Westmelon, Zaka, Starry, Amelia, and G. So, yeah, just a solid roster. Really sort of, again, trying to expand beyond, be a leader inside the Asian region, and ultimately continue to, fight and bring the pride of Asia to the international stage.
Did LVG get to go to Kato? I don't think they did they? I'm pretty sure it was just the one slot for Asia, which would have been Mongols taking that one.
Yeah. Let's bring that back.
I'm scrolling back real quick. Looks like they didn't. They definitely didn't go there. But look, other than that, they've been to went to IM Sydney. They went to IM Chengdu. And did a pretty decent job. And then look, moving forward. Actually, no, wait, they didn't go to Chengdu. What am I talking?
Nah, not Chengdu. They had obviously
it's Saturday night. Alright, I'm losing my mind.
Extremes Land, I think that was a pretty solid result, only coming second to Mongols, so that's always, good result for them. And I think they did actually beat Mongols earlier in the stage before then ultimately losing in the final. So, results up and down, back and forth. But yeah, it's just... Asia is strengthening once more, Mac. That's the thing that we're sort of feeling a little bit more, right? There's plenty of players back into the game. Like, I feel like that's been kind of one of the key factors is there's eyes back on the Counter-Strike. CS2 has offered us a lot of great competition so far. It's been fun, the switch up to the MR12, other things like that, so it's been fantastic. But just sort of a bit of a fresh look on a, 20-plus-year-old game now. And just, again, we had that period of time where Asia was super strong. APAC had a really sort of good base, fell off a little bit, and then as the world changed and everything's sort of moving back to normal, we're so back. We're so back. So looking forward to more of that happening. But yeah, any surprises with the predictions, Mac? Not really, right? Linvision should be on top here, and yeah, I'll be surprised, but I hope that at least the Qube can put up sort of 10 or so rounds.
Yeah, I feel like that shouldn't happen. I feel like Linvision are a better team than that. And especially in best of ones, they should have this. When you're going down to the two best teams in both of your pools, two best maps in your pools, sorry, it should generally favor the better team. And Linvision coming through this tourney has kept it relatively steady. Something that just popped into my mind while you were going on your tangent as well was, did you see Neymar's miss today?
No, I did not actually. No,
you didn't see that? Oh, yeah. He had a little bit to say about that one, and arguably. That didn't end well for him. He just got roasted everywhere and had a full article written about him. So pulling out for Neymar, unfortunate for him.
That's it. Well, when you're one of the best of all times, right? The magnifying glass is on you at all times, I guess. So that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah.
That's it. But look, we're looking at Starry today. Usually he seems to be one of the key pieces of the puzzle for Linvision. He's been very, very solid for them internationally, domestically. And he's a clutch player, man. When he gets in these situations, he just frags up. He's been playing for a damn long time. And he's so sharp. When he's on, he is very on. And these online matches domestically are where you'll see him probably do his best work because he can turn his brain off and just let the mechanics do the talking. Just figure out where the enemies are, where he needs to play, where they need to be, where he needs to shoot them, and how to win these rounds. And I'm hoping that he has a good game for Linvision today.
Yeah, for sure. No, always going to be a player with that focus on him. And I don't know, just the thing with Linvision is they've been together for that bit of time now, where things have really started to be ironed out. Obviously, having the coach at the helm for that period of time too makes it really, really easy. Gum has been a mainstay there for a bit. So yeah, they've slowly really started to make sure that some of that additional EU practice has been maintained, has been held, carrying that further forward. But what are you thinking about the maps, Mac? I'm happy that we've not ended up on Anubis or Ancient. So a little bit of Nuke in your Saturday evening.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Linvision, solid Nuke team, have made mistakes on it in some of those international games, especially at the major, but they were having a lot of fun. They were having probably a little bit too much fun in some of those games at the major, maybe feeling the pressure a bit too much. But it's a map where Mongolian CS usually goes very hard too. So in a best of one, you never know what's going to happen. And we also knife for sides here in ESL Challenger League online. So you can start on the bad side or you can start on your good side on both the maps that we play this evening. Nuke's a great place to kick things off though.
Absolutely. And we'll kick things off in just a few minutes. So we'll throw to a quick break and then we'll be right back with the game. And we are so back, Mac. We are here, LinVision versus the Qube. A little bit of a bait and switch there, a little cheeky pause before we head into the game. But it's Nuke, baby. Ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we've got a little fun one with clearly LinVision picking up that knife there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get. You never know what you're going to get in Asian CS, but hopefully it's fun, hopefully it's exciting, and hopefully it is entertaining. That's what we're all here for, you know?
Mate,
Quality
it's
bit of
always
entertainment.
entertaining. You know that. You know that.
That's what we're looking for. And the Qube looks like they are looking for the A site. We're going to bust on with some flashes, some mollies. Oh, not going to be able to fall out at all. Julie straight in their face. Amelia shutting them down in this round. Oh, could go the favor of Qube if they get these trades, which they will.
Yeah. I was going to say, don't count your chickens before they hatch or whatever it is. Starry, though, finding his way through the smoke. That was our player to watch. Zaka will drop onto towards the site. Clouden, relatively low. Bomb obviously retrievable here. Just going to shoulder it out. Now, this is the real game of cat and mouse. He's actually going to head back. Try put his way in towards lobby. Julie's will be picked up. Zaka actually wants to fight this. It's going to be a tricky one. Clouden. Ooh. He's going to pick that up. So, yeah, all Amelia's hard work for Nortmac.
If they get there, T-side pistol on the board is something you certainly love to see, especially if you're one of the Mongolian fans chilling in chat. But can they double it down? And let's see what the CT's opted to do. I'm seeing a lot of USPs there. So we're probably just full saving. Playing it appropriately. Getting some guns for the next. A little bit of extra util. Except for Starry, who actually it might be someone else. Looks like Westmelon has dropped him the dig. And I'm seeing a taser in there. Might be able to get some Zeus action for Westmelon. If the Qube walk into his position there in the hut. Very cheeky.
It's one of those patience games. Make sure you don't lose too much. I do like the approach from the Qube, just holding lobby. Rancho Relaxo. Not doing anything here. Lin Vision also big chilling. A little bit of an opening spot there. Nicely done. Going to be able to find that opening there. Starry already going down. And Clouden picking up another one onto Westmelon. So they are starting to put the pedal down a little bit here, taking on towards the top side. But there's Zaka with that deagle you were mentioning. Back and another shot. Clouden, P2000 making it work. Got to be careful though. HE in towards heaven, making it awkward. Still should be able to find the plan here. But look, Lin Vision are getting some damage done.
What do you do with the P2K though? Not a lot. Holy Sana going to be able to take his bloody head off. Mac 10 Gaming finds one, but Tugu swift on the trade. And Zaka now 1v2 angle with the deagle. It is potentially winnable, but where's he going?
Doesn't want it.
Where is he going? Wrapping around, maybe looking to go for some exits on the lobby side.
Yeah.
And he's switched on. He's going the right way. The T's. Are they coming this way? They got to run. They got to go. This bomb blows up with an extraordinary radius on Nuke.
Ooh. And
Pika's advantage wins that one. Tugu switched on. Gets the final blow. And Qube, 2 on the board, nice and early.
Absolutely. 2 weapons saved over. Certainly not as much as they would have liked. Cash is not exactly their best friend at this point in time, but T-side, you know, usually a little bit easier. They're just going to dive in, find a couple of Galils here. Mac 10 for Tugu, dropping over that AK, so reinvestment's decent. Lin Vision got all that what they need. No kits, just a little bit of extra utility. Starry getting taken down there as well, behind that deagle earlier on.
Okay, faster one. Straight out into the M4s, but Amelia holds that one down. G slides in with some aggression of his own, and the A-site defense is locked the hell in. Sonk, what you got for us, mate? Oh, he's not quite heard that ladder. I thought Starry might have made a bit too much noise. But there might be a chance here for him to get someone getting too big for their boots. But I'm liking Lin Vision's discipline to just rotate back, play together over towards Hell and Heaven, play that numbers game.
What's he going to do here? How long does he want to tempt fate? It's a very quick round. The Qube getting made mincemeat very, very quickly by Amelia and G. Just going to wander through the smoke now, try and find a little bit of decent timing. May catch Amelia, he will. But he just spotted out immediately up from the rafters, and Zaka happy to swing down, punish accordingly. So that's a good round from Lin Vision, 3 alive. No pressure really sort of found there, which is exactly what you should be expecting from these boys. So opening round with the guns. Qube will be looking to take a save here, 1400. Not the best position for them, and that's, you know, the damage done from that eco round, Max. So the Qube already sort of feeling the struggles.
Holy Sana. Just either calling or deciding how to utilize that money. A little bit late out of spawn. And Envision Gaming not taking too much space for free there. They are just going to run it back, throw the default util, nice nade. Ball's clouding down to 52. And ooh, another over towards trophy. Doesn't get much done. Qube though. Sharp as nails with that shot.
Absolutely. Very good position to find that shot. Envision got to be careful. Not wanting to lose too much more in a round like this. But yeah, again, it's just cutting noise, playing time. Waiting nice and casual for them to approach. Got plenty of util. Going to get that smoke down towards trophy. And G just sort of watching the spot as well outside. But the Qube, they're all sitting lobby. Again, waiting for any sort of mistakes to come out from Envision.
No one wanting to give him an inch. Zaka in a solid spot here. He can fall off after taking the first fight. Oops, spots him. Knows that they are going to be running him right on down. G just trying to draw attention. And Zaka stays to fight. The staggered push has not gone well at all for the Qube. Qube pretty sharp with the D. Gets another on the G. But Amelia saving that day from the bottom of ramp. And look, shout out to Zaka for making that one work for himself. Getting 4 there. But that comes down to the Qube just going one by one. You could see that one not working for him without the coordinated drop.
Absolutely. Just a bit of a train attempt. Qube though, yeah, hitting a couple of sharpies, 6 and 3. It's always interesting though, you know, especially they're going for this half buy here now, just getting the Mac 10, couple of techies, going for a bit of a quicker approach potentially. Where they're looking as an event drop. We'll have to give it some time. But yeah, haven't really had that sort of appropriate buy we've been looking for. Okay, Max's topside rush did try to get down the vents. Bonk will be taken. Sonk, rather. And Sana also being falling on the way out. So rest of the team kind of baiting there. Letting them all sort of fall out. 3 alive. But this is going to be a really, really tough one. Envision are locked in on this top side.
Slowing it down, making sure that they can potentially get some damage onto Envision's economy here. They've been doing well in the previous rounds. You can see as well, a couple of them are financially struggling. So the more damage, the merrier for the Qube. It's not about what happens this round, it's about what happens in the future, you know?
Mm.
And guess what? I thought that was just me, but apparently it's
also,
all of us.
It's one of those little cheeky moments where we freeze for a second and see what happens. But I think we're going to be getting that one back in just a second. So, yeah, little freeze. But I don't know, Mac, what are you thinking so far? It's been pretty straightforward. You know, we haven't really kind of had a chance to see what the side of the Qube actually have got for us on this T side. You know, they get the pistol, they get the second round. But, yeah, they've just sort of been limp ever since then. So, hopefully, into the next round, we'll get something out of them, just with a little bit more equipment behind them.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, things not looking super crash hot for the Qube. They, got the pistol, and that's solid, but on the gun round so far, falling quite short, and there's not a lot to really analyze. You know, we need to see him on another gun round. Who knows how that round ended up going, if that round ended up winning or finishing. Could still be going. You never know.
You never know.
One of those situations.
Yeah. Absolutely. So just a cheeky little tech issue on our side. So hopefully that'll get resolved very, very soon. But yeah, I don't know. I like a good Nuke, Mac. I think it's been a map, obviously, that's been explored for so many years now. Obviously, if we sort of roll back to our times, you know, it was one of those maps that only really got sort of picked up for one team in OCE, and then ultimately it started to get picked up by everyone else for a little while.
Yeah.
So it's a goodie. But no, looks like it was Envision that walked away with that one as expected. Now Holy Sana also getting taken down here. So not the start that the Qube were hoping for.
What's Amo going to be able to do for us here? He's got a lot of space to work with at Outers. Only really has to worry about Starry in Annex or Mini for all you European or late staying North American individuals. It'd be bloody morning time, real early in the morning. In the old US of A, Zaka dropping a molly, knows that he had to give up ramp there, and we'll just play his life down towards that lower side. In the meanwhile, G, crack a shot, onto Amo. And the out to the lurk is not going to be able to get activated. In the meanwhile, though, ooh, what does Zaka do here? Gee,
Ooh.
missed opportunity. What's going on there? Managed to get it on the second attempt.
Thought that was going to be a collateral there, but ultimately they just hesitate, really. The Qube here, very sort of individualistic approach, I'm noticing. No one sort of happy to kind of dive in, right? It seems like a very self-centered focus. I don't know how to put it. Just not trading, not breaking that space and heading down together. Yep. Seems to be a little bit hesitant around the bend. Hopefully they will pick that up. It's just going to be another eco for now, though. Lin Vision sort of really starting to roll with it. Cash is good. Control is there. They haven't been tested or pushed or traded off any sort of position since the guns have been picked up by them.
Thought maybe there'd be a world where we'd see a faster approach, but the outers molly slows down any aggression in that regard. Starry waiting for the swing on Silo. Shoulder surely spotted.
Ooh.
And he's feeling more crispy. Starry decides against going for the repeat. Keeps the line. Unbreakable instead, and will fight this individual.
Ooh.
Lucky to be alive, though.
Yeah. Need to see where Tugu is. He's the one with that sharp dig. But, okay, there he is. He's found. Starry's going to rip his head off. A little bit of damage, though, dealt. I suppose peppered. You know, not exactly a bad result. Holy Sana going to get taken down, though. There you go. Amelia's gone for that clear out towards red. Easy peasy. And, yeah, Zaka hasn't really had to do a whole lot in this round either. Just holding down ramp. Sonk now picking his head out of the hut. Bomb will be recovered. Clouden going to send it outside. So, again, it's still going to be a bit of a toughie as Amelia pops back into Annex.
Ooh. Hits it this time. And a lackluster round coming through from the Qube. Sonk hoping he can find someone sneaking on A site. But as we know, Westmelon, he's just chilling on Idiot Wall. The off angle should be very strong here. And it will be. Solid round. 5 alive. And Lin Vision locking in. 5 in a row now.
Yeah, no stress. Not a single sweat on their brow. Losing out the pistols, you know, it is what it is kind of thing. It was a pretty close round as well. Amelia had that double up with the Julies and just traded out. It is always that funny approach, Mac, isn't it? Sort of where there's some levels of inexperience. The way you'll approach a round with pistols, completely different kind of level of confidence to a round that you'll approach with rifles there. So, I don't know. Just need to see the Qube take a little bit more of a forward-thinking approach as a group, as a 5. Nuke is such a imperative map to have that happen. Looks like Clouden already picking up the pace, already at red. He's going to cross straight into his lowers. That's a good molly. It's going to pepper him down. But 75%, and he will be down there. Starry shouldn't get any further info. G is going to be spotting down. He's already taken low, but straight onto that line. I don't think Cloud's going to have the timing right here.
Oh.
Done.
The jiggle into the slow walk that, unfortunately, is never going to go well against the AWP there. Posted from Decon. And the Qube now regrouping at lobby. And it looks like they're just going to hold, hit those brakes. No one going to T-roof. Maybe late door bust considering where they are positioned unless Sonk goes up to T-roof. Looks like that might be the angle. But this is going to be a late hit on A.
Slow and steady as always. G rotating out now, so again, they'll just be the 2 members defending, but again, very forward-thinking positioning from Westmelon. The captain. Doing all that util now. Going to be trying to fang their way out towards door. The top site utility will be thrown. As they make their way out, Westmelon's surely going to be getting all of this information. Amelia can just continue to play the offline, but they try to drop down the vent. Starry will take down Tugu. That smoke obviously still there. They do manage to get in towards position. Amo going to be able to clear around down towards double doors at the very, very least. So they've got some sort of presence, but Mac, 15 seconds. Sonk's getting taken down by Westmelon as well. And again, they are just so split up. No time. G, straight on the line. Does miss the shot, but with, again, 5 seconds. It's going to be a really, really awkward one. Sana will take one, but G will hit the crispy little headshot there. Right on the line. Pixel walk. And yeah, just not enough time, not enough confidence. The Qube, they lose another.
Why does G keep missing the easy ones and hitting the hard ones, huh? What's going on here, G? Come on.
What's the window? Who's the guy again? that had the 50-degree window or something like that. He'd always hit the flicks that was crazy, but then miss the easy ones. Oh man, that's gonna eat with me.
There's so many.
Yeah, Draken, that's it.
Right. There's a lot of AWPers that unfortunately have that, especially right now with CS2.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
for sure.
The way that the game works, right? Like, there's a mechanic in CS2 that I swear wasn't in CSGO, where like, if you're getting shot at, but you have body armor in CSGO, your bullets would go where you were shooting still. But in CS2, it's like you still have aim punch, even if you have armor. And it just makes your bullets inaccurate. So if you've been shot in the same tick, which is now larger because we're stuck on 64 tick. So if you get shot in the same tick as you shoot, you will not be accurate. And that's why you see a lot of these random clips where people look like they're whiffing, but they're actually just getting shot, which is why their bullets aren't going where they should be going, you know? So a lot more RNG currently in CS2. And rounds like that are not going to go super well. LVGCSGO very ready for the bust on upper.
Yeah. That making it look really easy again. The Qube just sort of funneling out one by one. It's been a bit of a broken record sort of cast for myself in that regard. Just witnessing the same old over and over. And it sort of shows, I guess, how important it really is to establish a CT side, I gather, like getting that opening in the knife round and converting accordingly. Because, yeah, the Qube have only found their pistol rounds, and it was off the back of LVGCSGO playing a little bit of silly buggers.
What do we got here at Outers? Starry going all the way to the top of Warehouse. Hasn't been seen, and G gonna hit that easy one. Nice aggression. Draws attention from the silo player. Starry takes him accordingly. And this is looking like it is just going to be the Merryman all picked apart yet again. Molly towards the top of Secret and Cloud. And, ooh, his protocol's
Starry's not hurt him.
The smoke. He made some footsteps, you're right. But let's see if this is the round that the Qube can find.
Still got a bit of work to do. At least that position, though, taking down Starry, pretty important pick. Westmelon's going to drop down lowers, which is where the sort of audible has been sent towards, but still two members up here. Tugu's going to be taking that bomb in towards Annex. Information gathered. Cloud in. We'll find Zaka. So here we go, Mac. Maybe a chance now for the Qube. This is this whole thing. They've been grouping. They've gotten the space, and now it's going to be Amelia and Westmelon rotating up from Secret here. So Cloud's going to have to try and find that extra control. A little bit hesitant, but he tucks his way into vents, and yeah, they're going to be walking up. So Annex is going to be a big talking point here. Nade's going to come in, looking to break that one. Smoke. Oh, no, Tugu might get caught out, but Amelia only good for one. Clouden closes it, and that's a big round from the C-Man.
Yeah, huge round to win. And one that might get the Qube back into the game. If they can manage to turn this into 3 more in a row, get 5 on the board, man, they're laughing. LVGCSGO, this is where they need to really lock in again. They got plenty of money to buy in this round, in the next round, and potentially find themselves 9, but hopefully they clean it up. They don't make those silly little mistakes that they made in the last round.
All we can hope for. 7-5 would not be a bad shout. Starry, though. Taking out Holy Sana. A little unfortunate there. Getting peppered through the smoke always does feel a little bit painful. But Zaka, secondary AWPer, holding onto that line. So much control established by these guys. G picking up another one alongside Starry. As he said, pick from Unbreakable. Looks a little bit too easy here as Zaka finds Clouden. Once again, you know, the Qube in a position where they're very split up across the map. The defaults have not been working against LVGCSGO's individuals in the 1v1v1s.
Song. Just nice angle clearing, but walking into Zaka's AWP is potentially going to go wrong. Ooh, doesn't overstep his boundary. Has those 2 flashes. Now we're going to see this one played. Oh, wide swing. No chance for a trade. Zaka real quick right now.
Yep.
And the deep flash is not going to blind him. Oh, ooh. Mitch. 2 AWPs to get past, and he thought he might have gotten past both of them, but he did. 92 to 1, 90 to the other. Unlucko Malacco as LVGCSGO take 8.
It's just so wild in their position now. Hey, 4 AKs and AWP. Zaka actually dropped his AWP over for the AK. Last round. plenty of deagles for the crew. Everyone can get whatever they want. Anything from the store. The whole trolley deer. But yeah. I don't know. Really is just that tale as old as time. The Qube getting split up. Unable to kind of find themselves. And look, you know, overall, especially sort of at this level, I guess, you know, Nuke is still an extremely challenging map to play. The depth and the time in the pool that has been now, it can be a very challenging one on that T side to be found. Needs a lot of drilling, a lot of honing. There you go, Clouden will be able to find at least one onto Starry, so that's an important opener. And once again, they'll set back towards this default, a little bit of positioning towards outers.
Not bad, not bad. With those picks, Tugu at least able to find the trade, and we're going to see the Qube speed things up towards lower this time, but the bomb's still over towards T-spawn. Lobby control in the hands of the Qube, and Zaka, what a flick on that one, Tugu. Man, he's going to be feeling that for days.
Pain in the membrane. Nearly gets one back. Should be second, though. Samo, a little bit of a worrisome one there. A little bit of a tap up now. And yeah, Holy Sana left alone with the techie. Does have a molly to at least send down. Should be weapons around for the man to recover as well. Looking for the AK. There it is. Definitely doable. You know, 2 AWPs. Find the 1v1s. Find the position. But that ultimately does take it down. We'll need a swing onto G here, but G's going to be able to find the shot. It's a little bit too easy for LV, and yeah, we'll find out if they can turn it back around very shortly. (9-3) was the half, Mac Daddy-O, and all we can sort of hope for here is that the Qube pick up, and you know, this time now on towards the CT side. At least they've got a little tiny bit of a buffer with 3. maybe a pistol round and a conversion could bring this game back to life.
Certainly could. But let's see if the Qube can get across the line, because we got a charging train straight out the door, and you know what the Glocks can do if they're hitting you, and it's a lot. It is more than enough.
What do you even do there, man?
Absolutely nada. You're not allowed to do anything.
LinVision mean business.
They're here to close it out. They said, look, those rounds took way too long in the first half, guys. You played boring Counter-Strike. You sat there in lobby for 1 minute and 20 before hitting sights. Bruh, come on. We're better than that. We'll show you how it's done. Bam, straight out door. Straight for the dub. And sometimes up against the pistols, another fast round will not go as straight. Looks like we will have a cheeky tech, though. Someone probably lagging here.
Things happen. It's A-okay. But yeah, LinVision, as you mentioned, Mac, really wanted to close this out, do it as quickly as they can. They've earned themselves that little extra bit of rest in between the next map, of course, that we will have not too far after this one. Always the 2 lots of best of ones in the current competition format. Lots of other teams ultimately playing on at the same time too. Lots of Counter-Strike being played inside this tournament per usual. So let's see what they got. Pause is done. Back into it. Galils, AKs, MAC-10s fully go for the Qube. So they do want to play, but they're going to wait to play a little bit longer. And this stack as well, I do like it, but second that's one spotted out, they'll get all the info. Starry, the transfer, it was beautiful. Sonk almost getting taken down. Now it's just going to be onto Amelia to spot back towards Blue. Oh my god, I thought he hit that. But they decide Warehouse, Bunnings on a Saturday, no snags. And in the end, it will beat LinVision walking away with their 11th. 2 more to go.
Yeah, no snags, no deal. That's what I say. But where do they go? Into round 15. That's the real question that is on everyone's lips right now. And the Qube, they are going on to a bye. They've got a chance to stand and fight. And I'm just looking at the KDs so far. I was trying to ignore them for the first half, but we are 14 rounds deep in a game of Counter-Strike. Sonk's got 2 kills. Amo's got 3. They have really met their makers with LinVision here. And we'll see how, I guess, the next map goes, but we'll also see how this round goes. Amo. Oh, re-peeking the line. Won't find anything. Deep wall of smokes as well. So LinVision should be able just to cross to secret. Doing the right thing. Not the same as my teammates in Face It. When I throw that wall, they walk on the fence on the backside and die to heaven. They don't realize how to use that wall. Fortunately, LinVision do. And they're going to be able to make their way into secret. Although they've lost 2 in the meanwhile. 1 that was already down on the lower side. And Westmelon here lurking might allow them to go back upper if he gets this job done. He's got a player at Zywu. Clouden gets the bomb in lowers. And, Westmelon going to be seen. Not expecting Amo there.
Yeah, definitely. 5 alive for the Qube. You know, they still do have that 1 round coffer before we hit up sort of that 12-12 position. So still a chance. But, you know, LinVision going to go in for another investment here. It's not going to be the best, but I don't think they really care. Just want to make sure that they can go as hard as possible. Got a few more rounds before they need to have that conversation where it's like, relax, guys. Let's eco. You know, got to win the game. Got to close it out. Because, you know, they can close it anyway with these techies and the Glils, but it's going to be a full outside pop. Smokes go down. Red a little bit late, but there you go. Westmelon drops down AMO, and ultimately, yeah, Tuku goes down as well. So Sonk's going to have to try go in, pick up a little bit of the pieces here. Sana does manage to get 1 onto Westmelon, so it's not all for naught just yet. Sonk, the timing. I'm actually not sure how he split the wickets there. Amelia has actually found the position, but it's lower hit. And yeah, it's almost too hard of a round here for the Qube to come back in completely.
Looking like they're just going to full clear outers. Make sure it's safe to save. Sonk might be able to find himself an upgrade if he's lucky. But he's making some noise now. You got Starry as well, hearing all those footsteps, but not quite reacting to where they've gone just yet. Making sure that the spacing's on point. And Sonk has managed to get his mitts on the AK, but holds it. Has to go for that reload. Steps coming and gets a nice timing onto G, who's playing silly buggers a little bit too hard right now. And Sonk needs to kind of run. He might be dead in this position. 66 points of health. Okay, he's good. Bomb wasn't planted too close to him. Nuke, I'm still guessing it, man. It's all over the place with that bomb radius. But
yeah,
Vision, they take 12, and they are looking to close this up 13-4.
Just a little tickle. So now Sonk has had a little bit of a roughie. Manages to put a couple more frags in the coffer there. 4 and 14. Hasn't been anyone sort of, you know, heavily falling behind the rest of the team. The Qube all sort of having a couple of moments here and there. Cloud and Tugu hit a few good shots. But yeah, look, you know, when you're up against a team with this experience in Vision, the longevity of these players as a unit playing together for quite some time. I do like this from Amo, though. Might be able to get 1 and 2. He does get taken relatively low. Amelia will be able to find him inside the smoke in the end of it. But now on the top of Silo, Flash goes over the top. Tugu will be able to avoid that, but he gets spotted out. Amelia is fighting for blood here. Westmelon's actually managed to slip the wickets as well. But in the end, Clouded will drop Amelia. It's all on the Westmelon in the 1v4.
Good luck, mate. Rough position for him to be in. Full Gliz vent. No CTs on the lower side of the map. And the Qube making some noise, letting him know that maybe there's a chance here. But in the meanwhile, he's taking his time. The Qube are fully clearing out lobby, making sure that he's not lurking around. He's not sniffing out the wrong direction. With that time ticking, you can see that Cloudon's starting to make his way to secret side. There's the information to alert, and he's dumped the molly real early. Has space to stick that one, and will be able to get to safety. Oh, does he play this one? Unfortunately, not well. The CT's making that light work of him. Swinging double through the double door, and that's easy pickings.
Absolutely. You always want to sort of will those rounds ahead. Try to see the 1v4 pulled off. But in the end, a little bit too hard. The Qube were able to retake pretty solid there. And unfortunately for Westmelon, the positioning wasn't able to get up to Mega quick enough. So it doesn't work out for him here. And now I think this is the round where potentially we see them go, hey, nah, screw it. Fair enough as well. Match point. Got to get it done. So an investment. They've walked away with a round like this. Obviously, only a couple ago anyway with 2 techies. This time it's 3. But it's going to be the top side explosion again, Mac. Getting that top utility. And as they do start to move out, will be some focus towards the doors. Do they get down the vent? No, they're out, but it's Cloud. And 1, 2, 3. Cloud, and will he get a 4th? He will. God, that was beautiful. Clouden really starting to step up. The team in his backpack, 17 and 13. Lovely stuff from the big man.
Maybe just getting the job done before it is too late. Still a long hill to climb, though. Unfortunate that they couldn't do this a little earlier, but look, the T side of a Nuke is sometimes a dangerous beast to tame. And so will Vision. This round, though, they are looking more like little pipsqueaks with just a Deagle to get past, a couple of Glocks. You never know. Agency S, they could be at their most dangerous. Westmelon, however, looking the wrong way. Has not gone well. Big nade straight onto the head of Starry. As well as the dink around the corner. Amo, lucky to be alive. The CT's facing together, ready for the swing. Ooh, weren't ready to get belted in the face.
Yeah, what do you even do there? Starry just absolute drive-by. Sonk rotating down, though, with the rest of the team. Amo trying to keep them away. But, you know, 2 members down here. They've obviously got the bomb in. It will be Tugu to find that shot. So, G, a long way away. Amelia going to try his best to get on towards that one. Looks like it will be that bomb smoke. So, no chance of the defense. Bomb will be defused. So, Amelia just looking for some exit frags at this point in time. He will live on, but no weapon taken. Great shot onto Song, who has just been getting absolutely slapped around this game. But I don't know, Mac. You know, in the end, it is 100% Vision just kind of throwing rounds away, right? You know, any more serious time where they were a little bit more concerned about the loss, they would have taken a knee, put the save down, focused up a little bit more. But they've just been forcing. They've been having fun. And, yeah, you know, Qube gets 7 rounds. They still need 5. Just don't really see it happen, but certainly more than I think LinVision would have liked to let slip up.
Well, what do they got for us here? LinVision beating the Molly, and Starry playing a very dangerous game, but he will win this time. On half HP, down towards lower G. Knew exactly where Amo was playing from. And that's going to be the first pick of the round. Starry repeaks that after just barely spotting a shoulder. And Clouden, a pick like that can definitely keep the Qube in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Clouden has been keeping the team in the game, Mac. Full pressure onto him. But Zaka, will he look to find the timing here? Didn't actually go in towards the smoke, fell away from Annex. Joining the rest of the team, Secret Control already gathered here a little bit now as Holy Sana has to fall away now. Back to the double doors. Just going to wait. Mega open. They know they've got to get control, and Sonk wants to try find something off the back of it, but I don't know. Again, you know, the Qube hesitating from taking these bits of position, and now Sana, he's going to be in for a rude awakening in just a second. Can he get multiple? No, only the one before Westmelon will take his head off. Now information gathered onto Clouden, will be mollied out of the vents, and great shot again from Westmelon. Sharp as attack, and that should be bombed down, and it should be game here as it's all left on a Tugu in the 1v3.
Oh, timing does not favor him. Molly in the way. Flashes his way to a pick and opts for the M4 instead, and will commit to the ramp push. Didn't want to double back, didn't want to wait for the molly. Oh, he did wait for the molly, rather. But he's got to wait for yet another flash out the right side. Both the T's going to be looking in the exact right position. How do they play it? Tucking, waiting, that molly won't burn. On the clock, Spot, and Zaka is looking damn good. 13-7 is going to be the final scoreline here. A valiant attempt from the Qube up against the likes of LinVision to try to come back into that game. But I don't think there was a world where it was happening. LinVision right now are just too good, Mitch.
Absolutely. You know, you sort of sit back and you go, okay, you know, Qube have gotten a few rounds. It was 9-3 half to end 13-7. Definitely not where I think LinVision would have probably wanted to end up. But at the end of the day, like, I don't really think they care in the same way. They had fun. They enjoyed themselves. They were always going to win that one is, I think, the sort of thing to take away with that. You know, they're never going to drop a series like that. But, yeah, I don't know. It was good. And ultimately, you know, I think we did have our player to watch in Starry putting up some good things. But really, in that one, it was Westmelon, you know. And I also do want to give a little shout to the boy Clouden as well, because he was hitting some bloody good shots on the other side of the Qube. But, yeah again, LinVision, too strong, mate. Yeah,
LinVision, too good overall. You could even see G he was hitting some bloody bangers with the AWP. You know, even Zaka, when he got the AWP in hand, he was doing the same thing, but also just on the rifles, just really controlling everything. But I believe that's it for game one.
Yeah, absolutely. So game two, not too far away. We'll give you a little bit of rest, and then we'll come right back for that second one of the evening. And we are back with another map, Mac, and it is a little surprise for us, but this time it's going to be Ancient. Game is live, ready to rock and roll. Always a fun one here. This map has been played all around the block now, and looks like with Envision starting on this T side, they are straight up in towards this B side.
Oh yeah, they are, and they are looking to frag. Let's see if this pistol goes well for them again. It's going to be the 1-for-1 Qube taking one to the grave with him, as well as the Qube. They've still got short control, long control, everything they need to set up for the retake. And they're going to be coming in late from lane. Big nade out of Amo, going to be able to even the odds in their favor. And Sonk as well, timing a huge factor now. 2v4.
Gotta be careful here. Zaka, Westmelon, all down in that one position, but the Qube need to make sure they secure the shots. Westmelon, oh, Westmelon. 3 in the back pocket there, Max. Zaka to close as soon as Westmelon ran out of bullets. But yeah, look, they did everything right, I feel like, the Qube, but then ultimately the second it came to clearing out long, it was just a little bit too chaotic for them. So, you know, the second they got that information, could have potentially tried to at least send everyone together, but nah, fell off the defuse, got done, and Westmelon fragged hard. So, well done, 3-0, and a starting strong here. Envision, pick up the pistol.
That flash as well from Westmelon was, not Westmelon, sorry, Zaka was large, very large. Allowed Westmelon to do his best work, and we're going to see the Qube going for a interesting strat. Looks like they are going to flash, push through the smoke, and it's worked. I've seen that in my pugs, and it works sometimes, doesn't work sometimes, and this is one of the times where it worked initially, but great reaction from Envision. Collapse and protect the gun at mid, and maybe even protect the round, but it's cost them 2 lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Losing 2, still not exactly the best, but they'll recover as best they can. The Galils have been secured, AK also in hand for G. Good flanking position from him as well, so we'll have a cheeky little pause. Looks like everything did kind of work out for them. Pause undone, everything's happy. But the investment will be there. Zaka, Starry, they can get something back in their hands. And yeah, first time round, we'll see it from the Qube. They'll have their full weaponry set up. Tugu on the glass cannon, AWP. Enough utility, no kits. Certainly not the position that you 100% want to be in, but at least it's enough. So, tack timeout obviously being used by Envision. They'll be back in just a tick.
Where are they going?
I don't know. Water? Something?
Yeah, maybe.
Where
Hydration, it rules the nation. I'm going crazy. That's where I'm going.
Yeah?
Personally, yep. What about you?
Up.
Okay.
Upwards. Where we all got to be.
Well, smoked out here at mid. Envision respecting the CT smoke, the only one that was thrown. They've got that New Age smoke, letting them lurk out as well. Thank you, Device, for pushing the meta there. And it's good to see Envision are adapting. Learning that new util. And, the Qube unable to drag that one back in their favor. Initially, Amo going to be swinging straight out of cave to maintain control of the B site. But he's got no helping hands here. And in the meanwhile, we got Amelia just trying to crack open the other side of the map.
So I was going to say, you know, they have Amelia sort of rotating in towards that position. Tugu, not really sure what he was getting at just there. Got completely baited and switched there. Amelia picking up the AWP now. Sonk is in position. He's going to be able to at least defend this cross as they move through Donut now. Doesn't check the line. It will be a little bit awkward. Sonk's going to get this for free. And yeah, now Amelia has too many different angles to clear. So he's going to look out left. Unfortunately, though, it won't be going his way. So that bomb is dropped. He's got 45 seconds to work with, Max. So it's not over Red Rover, but it would be up to the Qube to make some serious mistakes here. If they go fishing when they don't need to, there you go. That's perfect. Smoke down, siphons off Donut, and I think Amelia's gone walkabout, mate. He's happy to take that one into the next round.
Yeah, he's done with this one. Get it out of there. And what about next round? What are we going to see? The Qube, though, great to see from them that their first gun round has gone very well so far on Ancient. Managing to get that one on the board much earlier than on Nuke. It took them, what was it? They lost like 5 in a row once they finally had a gun round. So maybe we're going to see the future change. Not that it was set in stone, but Vision, we'll see what they can do and how they adapt.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's what they got to do here. So what weaponry will be thrown into the mix? G, Galil, Zaka, Rec 9. It's not actually an ugly looking buy. Certainly got away with more on Nuke. House Smoke secured. Rolling out, as always. Still pretty much spawn-based, that one, hey?
Yeah. Oh, Amelia.
Great start.
Straight through there, opening things up with the AWP. Not necessarily the place you look to do it at Cheetah, but rules are made to be broken, apparently. And Amelia has heads to crack there with the AWP in hand. Oh, this timing was perfect for Clouden, but unfortunately he took that second too long. Got a bit too hungry, held that trigger, and the smoke faded, revealing his position. So Vision able to find themselves a second opening on B. Oh, and Amelia too sharp. That's B. Cracked open more so, but it's also the rotation through from the Qube to the wrong site. Very unfortunate, but well read by LVG.
Amelia, not even the AWPer here, but obviously having to work with it. And it is working out for him so far. Westmelon bomb planted, and yeah, just immediately again another thought for the Qube. Let's take these weapons into the next, but I think G already up there, ready to fight, gets the info. He's going to contest now. Tugu, yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. And now it's going to be this wrapping the hands around the throat of Sonk, I would assume. It'll take a little bit, but he is going to have a very, very hard time saving this one. Very nice skin in hand, though. Beautiful. Gold arabesque. But, yeah, G's running around trying to find the good fight. He'll walk in straight into the crosshair. Will he hit the shot, though? Shouldered. Yep, there it is. Sonk, it's been nice. But all the best. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, see you next time, mate. Bada bing. Bada boom. And Sonk has not saved. LVG hitting straight back after losing against the Qube's first gun round, but now the money all over the place, so the Qube may just be back on that eco. What could be on the horizon for them? That's what I'm wondering.
It's a toughie, isn't it? Just really getting boxed around by that economic game that we're experiencing in this new game that is CS2. Well, not so new anymore. Starry gonna get ran at. And at least one for old ammo. The G gonna be able to try to at least rock those weapons away. They flash out. They retake mid, but I like that the Qube have given that up. They haven't tried to force the narrative too much further. Spotting back in towards Donut, getting a little bit control of A, but ultimately Vision have gotten their territory on the map back.
All grouped up, and they have flipped the right coin on the right side and ended up on B, which will be pretty free for them if they commit. Molly's going towards just the back pillar. Able to clear out backside, not worry about long. Eyes on short, everything going damn well. The only thing that could fall apart here is if they somehow get this pick onto Zaka. And that AK gets handed across. You can see as well, too, he's actually looking for the AK. I think he might even see it. If we... I doubt we're going to be able to see it, but he's boosted up Clouden to try and get the AK there. They're doing a bit of a mission. If you look on the map, they're double boosted. They're trying to figure out. They're shooting it. They're shooting it. Oh, I really wish we could see what's going on over there.
Yeah. It's the effort that counts. You know, we
There you go. They see it. They saw it up on the bloody thing there. They just couldn't get it to come to them.
Oh.
Hello. Seen through the line there, but unfortunately, Amelia has a bigger gun.
There's that aim punch you were talking about as well.
Yeah. Well, 3 rounds the difference now. LVG navigating away from any danger up against those USPs, but that means that the Qube are back on a full buy, and Tugu's even got the AWP cranking this round. Let's see where he takes it.
Had it up once. Unfortunately, not a whole heap of success here. Obviously, he did have a reasonable nuke. Mainly, it was eyes on Clouden, who has looked to get through mid once more. Hasn't taken any HE damage just yet, but there's Tugu straight onto the line, and G, he's been ripped. So Tugu getting the opening, and the Qube find the advantage.
Holy Sana. Oh, making noise here at default. LVG. Oh, they see him. They've definitely seen him and mollied him into the bloody open. Zaka. That's free. And great patience as well, just to allow that smoke to bloom over towards Cave's side. But there was a gap, and Zaka reacts in the nick of time. That is very unfortunate for the Qube until they rotate in. They get that pick. Late refrag. But the B site is not where that bomb's going.
Yeah, all the way back in spawn, has to rotate around, and it looks like Tugu's at least picked up on the narrative. Sonk did get some info, which pulled Clouden over there as well. Only gets one. Westmelon, though, does get traded. Clouden taken down relatively low, so it's going to be onto Amelia's timing here. Slipping the wickets. Is he going to be able to spot out Clouden? Can go one or two ways here. Mackie's got the info, so yeah, Amelia immediately straight in there. He knows what can go on, and yeah, unfortunately, that's the call there. That's the communication. They know exactly where the final member is, and it's going to be so hard for Clouden to get back into this round.
Good luck, mate. 1v2. What you got for us? Yep. That's what I thought. Huh?
Nada. I'm out.
Keen to see what he can do with that AK in the next. That's the angle he's going for, of course. There's the molly at the ready, just in case. What's he looking for? Where's the best bit of water to hide in? And how many frames are we going to lose by being in this position? All these questions.
Many things to consider. The mind of Mac. Sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes all around. But always handsome.
I won't agree. That'd be rude of me.
Where's the confidence, mate? Come on.
Man, I'm all confidence. That's the problem.
Ah, I see.
Well, OG going for that window smoke, which has missed. Gone to the side. That's a interesting one. Maybe it was intentional. And the CT smoke has definitely missed as well. Little waterfall there. Oh, and that allows T's to find themselves full control at shelf with the spam through, as well as the face on elbow. So even though the Qube, they were cooking something in this round, unfortunately, they burnt what they were cooking.
Yeah, that's right. Left on for a little bit too long. I did that the other day, Mac. Got caught up on a phone call. Pasta in the pot, too long.
Oh, no.
Meatballs in the oven, too long. Emily still said it was fine. And that's when you love a little bit of a white lie.
Can you overcook pasta? Like, really?
Yeah, it was just like gummy, you know? Like, chewy kind of thing.
Like a train. Yeah?
Oh, that sucks. No, yeah, more like...
Well, that's what happens. When you get the first kill of your life and you decide to run and spray with a pistola, sometimes that's going to happen, you know?
It is, mate. It is. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Can't win them all. What about this round? The Qube back on guns again. No AWP this time. Are they going to hit their spawn util? Looks like we have a successful elbow smoke coming through. A molly which hasn't quite hit the mark, but mid control's there regardless. And in the meantime, it looks like with all this util over towards lane side, the LVG individuals have been locked out behind the B main doors. They're going to go through. I don't know if they were flashed in. Looks like they definitely weren't. Westmelon went before said flash, and it's cost him his life. And let's see if the Qube can lock it in with a man advantage.
Yeah. Gonna have to be a level of reliance back onto Sonk, though. Clouden, not too sure. He does have that smoke, obviously, though, forward. Sonk calls the audible. We'll be able to get that molly down. So that keeps the members of LVG inside main for a little longer. It is really going to just be eyes on the Clouden, though, again. He's got the timing. He's got the position. Tugu will be able to find G. But Starry waiting for it. Yeah, this is the thing. Every time the Qube feels like they've got some sort of a timing, Vision seem to be one step ahead. But it's a little awkward here for Zaka. They managed to get that one for sure. Now Amelia still just holding on towards that line. We'll get out towards mid here, Starry, and he can certainly hope to slip the wickets. They are still swinging. I think he's found this one, but ultimately Sonk is still looking towards middle there. Gets the info, and there it is. So it's all going to be left onto Amelia, and he's going to be taken as well. So that's a much better round from the Qube. They held their lines. They held their medal, and yeah, let's walk away with a second.
I'll definitely take that every day of the week, including on a Saturday. But what's the answer here? What's the answer for the Qube to try and find a few more rounds? Because LVG already have, well, what I'd say is par for the T side of Ancient. Any more, then the Qube is certainly going to be in trouble. So they really have to pick up their game here, lock it in, and that mid-smoke's at least been blocked. Let's see if that allows Clouden to keep on fighting for it. Flash is coming through, and Vision 2 starting to make their way out behind this mid-smoke. Ooh, Clouden decides to fall away and give that mid control, which now leaves the Qube in a pretty odd position.
Absolutely. Clouden picks that one up. At least making a good opportunity out of not too much. Taking that advantage out. 4-3. Vision have some space though, some territory. Still a little bit more to overcome over towards this B position. G sitting back now, moving towards the doors. They are looking to send their way up long, but Amo obviously sight set, focus called. But he does have a little bit of a challenging prospect though here, Mac. You know, if we do see this controlling towards Cheetah to come in from Westmelon, but there you go, Zaka. What do you even do there? 1 and 2, just like a little do-si-do. And the Qube, they are sort of looking like they might want a hand in it, but then immediately a turnaround for Tugu. That's the call. Of the kit in the hands of Sonk. They're just so far away, other side of the map, and that's Vision. Zaka taking matters into his own hands.
Well, that's the save call, and this is the appropriate thing to do at points like this, when you know you've pretty much got no shot for the rest of the round. So, just pack her up, boys. Look for the next round, and I'm sure it'll get better. You know, it'll get better before it gets worse. That's what they say, right?
Depends who's asking.
True. Well, it's better for Vision. The Qube's buy on the next round should be pretty solid. You're looking at the money in the bank, and the save was the right call for sure. LVG are a very good team, and they've won in post plants when they've had 2-man disadvantages. So when they have a man advantage, they shouldn't be throwing that one away. And LVG also played a lot of silly, fun games on Nuke. They learnt their lesson. Maybe they just want to get out of here after cheeky tech pause. It's a Saturday night, you know? And there's heaps of things you could do in China on a Saturday night, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what was the thing you were doing on a Saturday night when you went over back for the old Extremes land, Mitch?
We went to a Korean barbecue place where there was 0 English and used Google Translate to try and find a drink.
Okay.
And Chen Zifang, very good place. Me and Jim headed out there. That was excellent, but we'll hold thought on that one for just a second because there is some trades coming out right now. Amo gets one, but ultimately that will be that bomb planted in favor of... No! Sorry, I didn't even pick that up. That's a long... Well, they didn't even pick that up, clearly. Clouden won't know, but he's going to head back towards position now. Should be able to at least find one. And surely a second here. G's got nada. He's going to have to hit some really, really sharp shots and... Whoa, okay, what are we going to try to do here? Just leave the bomb and find position? I think Clouden should be able to get this info. Still doesn't have it from what I can gather, but G's going all the way around. Does have some time, 60 seconds. So yeah, nightlife in China, it's sick. I really enjoyed myself. Shanghai, cool place.
Ooh. Hang on. G said hi.
He did?
Sonk. And he's got more time. He's still going forward.
Look at where Clouden's going now. Back to house.
The thing is, Clouden has no idea that the bomb was down. He hasn't searched for it. He is, however, searching for G, who's got full util. And understandably, G just going to Hard clear all these angles. Figures, all right, well, if he's not here, then he's probably not here. He's probably somewhere else. But where is that, you know? A molly towards Cave. Allows him to plant on the
audible
open
at
side.
least.
Ooh, Clouden. Given the freest kill of his life. And that will be 3 for the Qube.
Absolutely. Yeah, a little bit of a confusing one there for G. You know, obviously, he has to invest so deep to go for that position. Try and find it all where he can. But, you know, too many questions to be answered, unfortunately. So Clouden picks up the utility, picks up the AWP, and picks up the round for the side of the Qube again. 3 isn't a bad shout after these last couple. Still a few more that they can potentially pick up. 7 to 5 would be at least some sort of talking point about maybe a turn of the tides, but then obviously, you know, flipping over to the T side, a little bit more challenging on Ancient. So yeah, LinVision still very much at the head of the bell curve, but investment in from the Qube. They got enough to get the job done. Let's see what they can do in the conversion side of things.
Lane Util going down. Not getting any damage out onto LVG, who will extinguish some Util. Holy Sana's gone real ham. Super ham. So ham he's cooked it himself. Cue it up. Looking tasty for the picking. Flashes across the top. But Zaka decides to go towards site instead, up ramp there. Amo catches him off with the angle from long. And lane control eventually becomes the Qube's.
Great position. Really sets himself up for the rest of the round. Control is gathered on towards A. Tugu back onto that line. He was successful finding G and only a couple of rounds earlier. Will that happen again? G's going to get straight onto it. Bang. Will be Tugu taking it now. Molly's out. Util out. Tugu misses it. Oh no, he's going to be burning. Churning as well. Does manage to fall away, however, and immediately LinVision have pulled the plug.
All right, everything's slowing down for a moment. 30 on the clock. Money for the next round. And I dare say that that means they are saving. Not wanting to give too much over to the Qube. They don't want to give AKs to them for free. Or that AWP, of course. Even though the Qube already have theirs in the hands of Tugu. I'm liking this game. Look, people are making great financial decisions. It's something that sometimes when we watch ESL Challenger League Asia, we don't see that. We'll see people just going for those 1v3s, man, thinking, I am him, and they get humbled, and it just happens.
Turns out he is not him. But yeah, no, certainly a good choice. Last round of the half now, Mac. LinVision looking to extend it out to 8, but the Qube, again, you know, still, like, hard yakka from 5 to 7 down. But at least it tells a little bit more of a tale, you know. The game got closer on Nuke. LinVision sort of tossed away a couple of rounds towards the side, having some fun with it on that T side. Not looking to faff around this time, though. The Qube have really kind of made a bit of a story in Ancient. But still a few chapters needing to be written in.
But with the lane control, they may be able to go for late mid control here for LVG. The Qube, again, just constantly playing this 2-1-2 split. I feel like that might be abusable at some point if LinVision switch on and just go for the B rush instead. But they haven't had to yet. They haven't thought about it. They are going to take the late mid with a window smoke coming through. G sliding that one straight onto Sonk. And with that, a 3-1 split comes through. The Qube stacking B. Going for a bit of a coin flip here. And we'll see how this one works out. Ammo, as well as Holy Sana, are going to be trying to hold from sight together. Ammo takes the contact, draws attention. He'll be able to find another one before swinging wide. And Tugu's already here, but not for long. Doesn't get a chance to get that shot off. And Clouden's got his knife out. He has absolutely no idea he's about to die to your boy Starry, who wants the knife. But the thing is, he's too far away. Locks it in. 8-4 at the half. LVG leading. We'll see you after the break for the second.
Eight to 4 was the scoreline, Mac, at the end of the half, and Lin Vision looking to close this one out nice and solid. Julies have been invested again. Amelia and G absolutely loving those ones. The Qube, they've got what it takes, I reckon, but, you know, they're going to need to rip off the Band-Aid very, very quickly and just dive straight into it as the pistol round is now live.
This is going to be a quick one. 3-2 split. Looking like they are going to try to put some presence at mid. CT's not here, going for the double A main push instead. And very quickly, they'll find out it's probably going to be that B hit. But they're also pushing over here. They spot the bomb. They spot the plan. And if that bomb goes down, look at where all of the Qube members are. They're all grouped up in Cheetah instead, ready to bust out on sight. But now Holy Sun are thinking, man, I don't know about this one. I don't have armor. There goes one as G falls as well. It's looking better for the Qube, but still the CTs are in great positions to get that flank off. And Zaka here with a hard crossfire that has been split by the smoke. Oh, he hasn't checked this corner.
No.
And Zaka allowed to live for way too long.
What?
What is this round, man?
You gotta love that one. That's the joy of the USP one tap, right? You know, you whiff half the clip and then the last bullet, crispy as anything, half blind. Organized chaos, I would consider Lin Vision, Mac, and they've secured the round off the back of it. We'll allow it.
That's just that. Look, it's not the worst round I've ever seen, but it was inevitably a round of Counter-Strike of all time. And the Qube didn't get the plant, so this will not be a nice round for them. Lin Vision realize this. They've just gone all SMGs, all guns blazing, and it looks like they are very ready to run at their opponents.
Not quite a good effort, but in the end, it'll just be the MP9 churn. Qube does hit one, nice one. But now they're going to be straight back out. A site secured, but obviously bombed down, still a long way away. Qube, unfortunately, not good enough. And LVGCSGO walk away with a 10th here. Nice and easy cash in the bank, though, for the Qube now. But look, LVGCSGO only need 3 to close this one out, Mac. And yeah, as I said, they are not looking to show any signs of slowing down. What's the investment going to look like here? It's actually the AWP up for G. I love that. AWP and 4 MP9s. Pure chaos.
Good luck, mate. Let's see how it goes. Where's G going? Number 9 towards A, it seems. And LVG going for that 2-1-2 split again. The Qube trying to feign that mid control. Molly towards the middle. And Starry does not last too long trying to fight through the flames. But Cloud unready for him. Little boost. Up onto the plat here. Waiting for those flashes to come through. Shallow smoke at Donut with a defensive smoke going forward on the corner. And Amelia, he's just going to dance around, play his life, pick that one off and play the numbers game. Keeps it quite even. As we've got a 2-2 retake coming in from CT, as well as Donut. Smoke fading in a moment as Holisana, oh, spots him. Can't get the refresh, but he will get his AK back out in time.
Can't believe it. How this round is still going on, but it's going to be another frag found. Qube walking forward, and in the end, it will finally be the Qube who do manage to find a little bit of a calm in the eye of the storm there. 2 alive, AWP secured by Qube. And it's not done. It's not done just yet. But I think LVGCSGO, they had a little bit too much fun in that last round. What are they going to do by way of investment? Looks like they've actually held off, but the call will be made. It's going to be Amelia with the old chomp chomp. And then just a very sort of motley buy across the rest. Deagle up for G. Westmelon with the MP9. At least 2 M4s in the hands of Zaka and Starry, but it's going to be a very, very quick one in towards the lane. Zaka looking very keen to try find something here. Are they actually going to be aware of this? I think they should be. The molly goes out at a very opportune time there. It's half second earlier, Mac, and I think Zaka might have walked away with one for free there.
Definitely something that could have happened, but alas, we're all still alive for right now. Aggressive util at mid. Just making sure no one's getting burnt up in the pocket. We'll see what G can do here with the budget AWP against the real AWP. And that's not going well for him.
A little bit of a walk forward there. Trying to pick up the extra control here. Definitely still looks like the Qube have set their sights over towards this position. Fighting 3 is going to be a bit of a challenging one as well. All together, Westmelon's so ready for this. The flash, is the timing going to be good? Oh my god. Dry July for the big man. There's now Sonk left all alone in a 1 versus 3. If he gets this frag, maybe it's doable, but nah, Zaka just a little bit too sharp. Poor Sonk has really had a roughie. Him and Holy Sana. A challenging evening in the server.
Yeah.
But look, LVGCSGO, again, you know, a team that really should just be so far ahead of this curve. And they continue strong. 11-5, 2 more rounds to close. The Qube, they've got the techies in hand, and in tow is a singular Galil. Little bit of utility to get the job done. Look, I haven't minded this approach from the Qube, though. Like, they haven't gotten absolutely smashed. They've shown some good signs. A little bit lacking structure on Nuke, but, you know, they've shown some decent things here on Ancient here and there.
Oh, aggression. And that's not going well for the Qube. LVG standing tall, standing strong, and thinning out the numbers already. Clouden quite lucky to be alive. And the Molly at long respected as rotations come in all the way through CT. No flanks here, no chances for the Qube to pick any off on the backside. G's just waiting for this swing, and it's coordinated, but it's not worked out. The Qube unable to trade, and G is just tearing him a new one. Tugu, 1v4 angle, smoke in the way, bomb planted for him to go for that spam angle. And oh, won't be ready for that push in. XM gameplay has not netted the kill. Amelia, he wanted it, but that croc unfortunately did not chomp, and that's going to be 12 secured. One more needed, and LVG can polish this one off with only losing, what was it? It was like 6 rounds in the first game, so there's a chance for him to do it, only losing 11.
Yeah. Love to see it. G, Westmelon, Zaka have been having an absolute tear here. All really enjoying themselves in the server. Showing good signs. So final round, potentially, of the evening for us here, Mac. But Envision have to make sure that they close and close well.
Westmelon just patient as always. Hoping he can make that work, but it's Zaka who's in a pickle, pushing through the smoke dry. And Tugu gets the element of surprise, and he wants a little bit more as well. Really hunting for that extra donut pick. Westmelon, in the meanwhile, knows that he's got to try to find an answer somewhere after losing that pick. The extra one over towards A. G able to slide that shot through from donut. And in the meanwhile as well, Starry going to be able to find one more. Things awkward. Bomb trying to figure out where the hell it's supposed to go. G on 9 HP is going to be able to find one more running away. Here's that Mac 10 coming towards him. And Westmelon's position now known as well. Things getting real chaotic for a moment, but let's see if the Qube can thrive in this position.
Yeah, absolutely. Holy Santa. Really, really struggling. Amo has had a couple of good moments, and it'll be another one. The old swing and ding. Now he's just showing off the AWP. Westmelon's going to try find the timing, but oh my god, it's Amo. He has absolutely come back. He is him in this round. 3 secured in a very awkward situation. Managed to split the wicket there. And I would gather that they're going to have an investment to come in from Lin Vision here. Amelia can pick up the AWP if they wanted to. But, nah, I don't know. Is it just going to be a hero AWP sort of play, or is it... Okay, it's a Nova and an Eco. All right. So clearly Lin Vision actually want to take this one to a close as soon as they possibly can.
Perfect round for him to close it out right now, though. Unfortunately, with G going down, that makes things more difficult, but that's a gun potentially retrievable if they can make it past the Mac 10 of Sonk, but without body armor on the most part of these LVG members, it's quite hard to go toe-to-toe with these SMGs. In the meanwhile, though, B site has been found by the Qube. We'll figure out it's fully clear in just a moment as Zaka is lucky to be alive. Tugu, whiffed opportunity.
Just another save for Lin Vision. Not exactly the most to sort of take through. Looks like there will be a level of approach here still for Zaka and Amelia. Oh no, Zaka's gone walkabout. All right, just playing those exits. I do like the position here. They are setting a focus down towards the doors, but really it's just that sort of strangle approach. Try lock them in, make sure that they die in that bomb radius. And yeah, it might actually work out for them. They've gone for the flash in. They haven't shown their hand here. It's all going to be the timing. Amelia narrowly misses the shot, and there we go. Great stuff from Amo and Holy Sana.
NT.
Yeah, NT.
NT's in the chat for a solid attempt at whatever the hell that was. And Zaka not getting his mitts on anything. Won't finish off that kill onto Holy Sana. There's the Qube. Kicking and screaming themselves back into this game. 7 secured now. A better effort than on Nuke. But they still need more to convince me that this comeback's happening. Buy time again for LVG. After appropriately saving in the previous. Starry and Amelia not having the greatest games so far, but they haven't really needed to. G, Westmelon and Zaka doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Molly towards the bottom of mid. And Starry worried that it was going to be a faster one, so just flashes for himself. And in the meanwhile, great flash towards that ramp side allows Westmelon to pick up the first kill.
It was Amelia in the last game that was having a heater as well, so such is the game of Counter-Strike into back and forth, but yep, that open up really sort of secures position from Westmelon. Now looking for a further one too. G gets one, traded out though quickly. Now Zaka having to get that smoke down to cover off Cheetah. Bomb still obviously in the hands of Cloud, and Sonk trying to get this extra control, wants to make a little bit of a call, but the smoke is actually just going to walk straight through it. They've gone for that rotation. He's found the timing here. Amelia has just left it immediately. And if he does creep around, he might be able to find a frag on a Starry for free. He's just holding the utility out. Dropping into Temple, moving back. Amelia, okay, still aware. Knows he's given up the space. And Sonk, yeah, look, that's a tough one. Has tried to potentially find some ground, make the call, and Starry's going to make quick work of him here. So it's really going to be sight set on towards B here. 40 seconds left in what's potentially the last round of the evening. LinVision with the advantage 4-on-2.
Oh, Westmelon hears those footsteps, wins his fight, and this is looking like it's all said and done. 1v4 angle for Clouden. Oh, missed opportunity on the first. Gets it back, expects to swing from the right side, but it's the left he had to worry about. And LVG bringing enough to the party to lock in 13 and the double W for the evening.
Absolutely perfectly done for LinVision. It's all about consistency here, Mac, right? You know, obviously getting your way as we move in towards those playoffs. The groups are long, they're arduous, there's so many games. I think it's a pretty crazy thing to sort of always sit back on, right? You know, so many rounds of these matches between so many different teams. Originally, obviously, before the Rare Atom change of roster, you know, we had 16 teams and lots of times inside these groups. And right now, yeah, it's just about getting the reps in, about getting the time in, and making sure that you are sort of at least heading towards that top 4 that sort of, you know, LinVision are looking to do. A couple of other teams sort of sitting up towards there with some more games maybe played, a few more reps. But yeah, LinVision, they're closing up towards the top. Now they're, I believe, 14-2 in this competition, only dropping those 2 maps, which is a pretty impressive result so far.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. You have to give it to them that everything they've been trying to work out has just been working. And look, playoffs pretty much locked in now for sure. So every other game is just a bit of a, you know, essentially a glorified scrim. They just want to get those wins, show that they're capable. To be fair, you know, I guess these wins as well probably count towards like the Valve ranking. You know,
yeah.
I dare say the better you do in groups, the better you spot in playoffs. Maybe the easier your game is in playoffs too. So you're definitely playing for that and playing for, you know, the Shanghai Major, making sure you're at least going to be there for the RMR. That's something you've got to be very, very worried about after, you know, things didn't go right at the major for them. And there are some other individuals coming up towards China at the moment. You know, that new Rare Atom team is looking pretty deadly. And if they can make it through the open qual, if they can be a bit of a worrisome team, then maybe LVG have to worry about that.
Absolutely. All it is, you know, every single game should be treated the same. Rock up, walk away with the win. And, yeah, think about how the rest of that year is going to look. Because Asian CS, you know, we want to see it grow again and continue to get back to the glory days. And I think with themes that we've got like LinVision, as we know, we can sort of get there. So good job to the Qube. Great job again to LinVision. And for us, guys, we'll see you later and have a good weekend.